Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Stefan Struve, who is fighting Lavar Johnson at UFC 146. And Stefan, when we were in Sweden, we spoke, and you were like, I'm fighting Mark Hunt, dang it. And it's staying that way. And that's when people were thinking that Mark could get elevated to the main event. He didn't. Then he got hurt. How bummed were you when you heard he was hurt?
I was disappointed he was out. You know, it would have been an honor to fight him. He's been around for a long time. I've been watching his fights since I was about 10, 11 years old, so it would have been, you know, really cool to fight him. But I was worried I wasn't going to have any fight at all, you know, so I called my manager up because he texted me that the Hunt was out and I should call him, and he told me Johnson was in, so that's good.
Nice. And what were you doing when you first got the news? Were you?
I was with my girl, and we were looking for vacation for after the fight, just just relax and recharge for my next fight. So.
Did you pick a place? Because you can still go on vacation.
Yeah, I'm going to Spain. So 10 days of nothing, just relax and do nothing. You know, it's good.
It's very nice. So did you watch Lavar's fight? I'm sure you did, against Pat, who you have fought. What did you make of him as an opponent?
He hits really hard, but so does every other heavyweight that goes all out against the fence, you know. And the thing is, he's gonna charge at me, and if you're gonna move straight back, then he might catch you, you know. But if I'm gonna use my footwork the way I can, and just step left or right and pick him apart with my jab and my kicks, then I should be fine. And when I get this fight to the ground, he's in a world of trouble. So.
Well, that's the thing. People do say, obviously, that you would have an advantage there. That we haven't seen him on the ground as much, but we've seen you locking triangles. We know that you're good on the ground. So you see that that's a good way for you to win?
You know, a lot of people only saw his last two fights in the UFC against Beltran and Barry, but his last two fights in Strikeforce, he lost via submission, you know, so that tells me a lot. And Pat was close to submitting him. He even got a full mount and everything, you know, so when I get him to the ground, I see this fight being over really fast, either ground and pound or submission, whatever works for me best. Don't forget, when I had Pat Barry on the ground, the fight was over in 20 seconds, He almost submitted that guy, so.
I want to revisit something we talked about in Sweden, where you had said you knew sometimes in fights you'd been a slow starter, you took a little bit of damage in the first round, and then you could come back, and you're trying to change that style? Or not that it was a style, but it happened a lot? Yeah,
well, my last 4 fights, I didn't even have a scratch on my face, so I'm working on that, and I'm starting to use my reach the way I can use it, and every fight I'm getting better at it, every fight I'm getting bigger and stronger, so if I fight my fight, he's not touching me, and I'm going home in one piece, so.
And speaking of bigger and stronger, how much are you weighing these days?
260, so it's pretty good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, Stefan, thanks for talking, and thank you for giving me an isometric bicep workout. Working my triceps here as well. It's a good time for me. Next time I'm going to switch hands.
Okay.
Thanks, Stefan. I'll see you. That's good. That's a good workout. It's like an isometric. It's good. Yeah.